Hello. We are
I
back.
choose to be
Totally
un.
not
I don't
being
know what.
weird.
Not being weird at all. On Friday the 13th with a harvest moon. I don't even know what that means. I just know it's Friday the 13th. It's my wife that was freaking out about the harvest moon and working in the medical industry.
Well,
Because apparently it equals every single ER ever is full. The end.
Well, don't do stupid. That's because everyone's like, it's Friday the 13th. Let's go do stupid things.
Yeah, probably.
and here I was going to say, is your wife at work? If she is, he should go out and buy an axe.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
For him.
Yeah.
Besides, I have an axe.
Oh, well.
It even has a knife hidden in the handle for some reason.
That doesn't sound like it's probably good, like oak or hickory
Wait.
crafted axe.
Actually, it's like tactical plastic or whatever, so it's that really tough stuff.
Okay, that's a
a-
people hitting axe. That's not a useful axe.
Actually.
Actually, yes.
I really want to throw this metal dice at my screen.
Well,
I like
mean,
my
all
screen.
that's gonna do is make you not see us. You can still hear us saying stupid things.
They
Maybe
won't
you
even
should throw
stop
it at
me
your
from
ears.
very long either, because I can just move it over to the other screen after I scream in frustration. Alright, it's ordered. I definitely ordered one of them.
Alrighty. Well, we pick up from last time, when our players just discovered a temple underneath the city of Kesserport. Yes, we're doing the Into the Desert one again because we're missing a couple of our Lost Mine of Phandelver players. So, to this
And
campaign
this one
we
shot
go.
long ago turned into a series.
Um,
Not that I'm complaining.
So we are back doing that. And our players recently found a temple that wasn't supposed to have existed underneath the city of Kesserport, nearly got eaten by a mutant crocodile, and fought some undead guy that was rolling horribly because of me. And got themselves some
Yes,
weapons to
fireball.
fight undead. And they found their way out and have survived yet another weird encounter. And now they find themselves in the city. We are going to have Brian returning today, but he's going to be playing someone else. So we'll get to that. So, first of all, Rom and Dare crawl out of the sewers.
Yeah.
Pete
That was
drunkenly
that was fun.
behind them.
I look back a little bit amused and amazed that he could actually crawl out while being as drunk as he was. But
Quite deftly, too.
like,
He hasn't had a drink that I've seen in a few hours.
I don't know how he's drunk. All right.
Oh, he's just been sitting in that brine for so long. He's it's just always there.
I'm just like passively amused by this at this point. It's just like, all right.
And by the way,
So,
Brian, Pete is a sidekick that we gave Cam when he was doing his one-shot solo, and his name is Pickled Pete because he can't remember his own name.
But how did he get named Pete?
He doesn't remember his last name anyway.
Oh, so apparently, just then, this is a side note. It looks like, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just don't remember what the expert had on it before. But it looks like when the expert leveled up, it changes. It gives him evasion,
Nice.
but it takes away No, it moved the extra attack there, gave him evasion. He doesn't have the expertise or the cunning action listed anymore.
That's weird.
But maybe they just, I don't know, his skill. Oh, okay. His skill proficiencies have just been adjusted on the stat block.
Ah.
So, like, his level 6 stealth was +6, and now it's +9.
Oh, so he just got better.
Yeah.
Nice.
What? His saving throw is different. What the? This is confusing.
Just go with it.
Whatever. Okay, never mind.
You
Sorry.
could ask him, but he would be evasive.
He doesn't remember how he got changed. Anyway,
All
What do
right.
you
As a
mean
side
I
note,
leveled up?
but yeah, as a side note, do you remember what we had decided to do with the information about the temple?
We didn't make a final decision, but I honestly think we should keep it to ourselves for right now.
Yeah, that was my general. As I recall, that might have.
did you
That
guys
would've been
close up the secret entrances?
Yes.
Yeah, we did. I do remember doing that. We did close it up.
Well, I don't think we actually left.
Oh yeah, you hadn't really fully left yet.
So I'll say
But-
yes. We closed up everything as we left.
Yeah, we know where it's at. We know where it's at, and that was the difficult part more than anything else. And also, the sealing it to preserve it would be a thing, too. And then we have this gigantic freaking pyramid thing, and hopefully no more freaking alligators.
What's the chances another one could find its way in?
I mean, how did it eat? So,
Must have had a way out.
hey, Chris.
You didn't explore the rest of the place. You just got the hell out of there afterward.
We were very interested in not being wet and or dying underwater.
Because somebody can't swim.
So, yeah, and it isn't me. That I don't know what you mean. It's just like, -1 to strength. It being athletics. I don't know what you're talking about.
So, Brian, your character, without going into too much specifics, do you think your character is someone that works for the consortium, or is he just a freelancer for whoever, or is he just doing his own thing? Where do you think
tends to be evil? Yes.
What's that?
Consortium tends to be actually evil.
They aren't just evil. It's a lot more complex than that. It's kind of like they do evil things, but they also like protect their own and parts of the community, kind of like a mafia in a little bit.
Yeah, so they're Costa Nostra.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty evil. They would probably be under lawful evil.
Yeah. I'd say that's exactly like, if anyone can ever find out who runs the place, they're probably lawful evil.
More or less, shall we say, a contractor.
Yeah.
Oh, so basically what I do.
Not necessarily
Well, I
a
mean,
member, but not adverse from time to time.
He picks up jobs from whoever pays the highest, as long as they don't go against whatever sensibilities he has.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Sounds good. The question is, would you be hanging out at the Bilge Rat? Which is kind of more or less a dive bar on the docks that both of these guys generally either gather information in or hang out at.
Sorry. I just saw a meme that really just summed Rom up.
Yeah, more than likely.
Okay.
less reputable folks, sure.
Alrighty. Well, so after crawling out of a sewer, what do you guys do?
Aside from relocking the grate.
Yeah. The question is, can Pete repick it? To get back out.
I really should have picked up knock. Now that I think of it, oh well, whatever. Fuck. Who cares? So I grab, just like, I don't know about you, but I could use a rest.
Yeah, that and a bath.
Yeah. One, yeah, whatever. It doesn't even matter. Meet at, what was the name of the tavern again?
A bilge rat.
Yeah, meet at Build Rat. Tomorrow morning, leave Pete inside. Just
Look,
do it.
if we're going to a bar, Pete might beat us there.
Don't tell him.
I'll go there now. He takes off.
You heard nothing. Well, so much of that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess
All right.
I don't
He's a
know.
regular.
Like, I'm going to go. I fought I fought a ghost today. It was a gigantic freaking alligator. I'm gonna take a break.
Okay. Well, we'll take an evening of rest to recover.
Mhm.
Alrighty. You do so. Go ahead and give yourselves the long rest. And then you coalesce a late morning into the bilge rat.
Yeah. Do I see Pete when we walk in?
Oh yes,
Is he awake?
sort of.
Okay,
Ish.
so hangover. Yeah. I just you know,
He looks like
here's my temple.
he ended
Like,
up sleeping on the street outside the door and came back in when they opened.
I
I wonder how much I owe for him. Wait, you know what? He got his own gold yesterday. He can pay for his own tab.
I mean, pay off his old tab.
Well,
probably. Probably.
But anyhow, just for sake of anyone that is going to be watching us and for your character Brian's sake, describe Cam and Saren, your characters, as they meet in the bar.
All right. So I walk up. I am a naturally about 6'2", dark elf, black skin, standard run of the mill, silver eyes and white hair. It's relatively short and cut. I'm wearing what I'm wearing is a black pants and dark gray shirt rolled up to about here, with a vest on it, and am carrying a staff of defense, as per usual, and a dagger or two at my belt. I picked up the last name Silver Eyes because that was my most distinguishing feature due to the literally silver eyes, which is a reflection of the primary reflection of my sorcerer's magic, which is of a divine soul, neutrality.
Okay.
And Rom is comes in as well. Average height for a human, nothing special feature wise. Dark hair, dark eyes, little bit of stubble and scars here and there, and he's got on a kind of a mismatched set of what amounts to splint mail armor. With
Correction, I'm half elf. Sorry, my bad.
I was gonna say I didn't
I
think you
got
were.
my
Yeah, I was gonna say,
character.
I
I got
thought-
my character mixed up with another one. I spent a lot of
Well,
time.
maybe you're
creating.
half drow elf.
Yeah, I'm half elf. But yeah. Sorry.
It was a long night.
Half elf. So pale and black hair. Sorry, and a little bit of a goatee.
That's wildly different.
Mistaken
Sorry,
identity.
I spent like 2 hours creating another fucking character because for a Pathfinder game that a guy wanted a ton of detail for him. I was like, okay, cool. So I get really immersed into the character.
If he's a 6 foot tall dark elf, though, that's pretty fucking tall.
No, that wasn't. That's well, in his lore, dark elves haven't been in like they've never been underground.
Gotcha.
The underground doesn't actually exist, and they've been more a northern warrior culture, and it's like the reverse of sun darkening elf well like.
But anyway, so you're just a
Yeah.
half elf though right now, right? In this
Yeah.
game. Okay.
Yes, in this game.
What was I saying? Ram is blah blah blah, 6 foot tall, 35, tan skin. Yeah, he just doesn't really look anything special, to be honest. He just looks like a dude. Very average.
Minus the weapons and armor that he carries all over the freaking place.
Well, right now he's not carrying anything. He doesn't even have his new staff with him. Mainly so he can make that cool swish noise when he summons it.
You dropped the kettle in the sewer, didn't you?
He didn't take any of that stuff into the sewer with him. He just took
Sure,
what he
sure.
needed to break into the tomb.
He also
Oh.
didn't have enough room, which is the primary reason.
There's that too.
Yeah,
It
you
did
can't
say
you can't carry a 10-foot ladder through the sewers. You just can't.
Uh,
I'd like to debate that.
Alright, there he goes.
So anyway, while you guys are there, and you're all in this bar, unknowingly of each other in some aspects, you definitely hear rumors about changes to what's going on in Kesserport because the armies are starting to prepare and they're sending out patrols to go see what was going on up in Middlesbar, and they've definitely they've been asking for you've heard that there's been job postings put up to ask for help to help police Kesserport in certain areas for some problem areas, some problems that are happening. There's been rumors of strange happenings going on all over the place. And so you figure, depending on what you want to do, that there's probably plenty of work either helping out the town you live in or helping out your contacts or just following some strange rumors you've heard.
Well,
The two of them are already in the tavern, right?
Yes.
yeah, we walked in, sat at a table against the wall, and are just casually chatting about what rumors that we've heard.
Well, you're going to catch the eye of a dwarf sitting off in the back in sort of a booth that kind of a light-haired, colored beard.
Like blonde beard or
Yeah, that's what the picture that I took. But so yeah, it looks like a dwarf.
Pizza
He's
just
got
got here.
sort of like a sailor outfit on, but he's wearing a breastplate. He's gonna walk up over to Ram, and I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to wait for that shipment. Given the ability of the armies that are at the blockade is kind of knocking it down. I'm so sorry. I'll get it to you.
Ram looks up,
And then he pauses, and it's
looks around, and says,
Wait.
"What the fuck are you talking
never
about?"
mind. I didn't say a thing. Hi. He kind of
Apologies
looks
for that.
around, sort of guilty, and it's
You know, just because
My-
I'm
my-
a,
my-
just
my
because
t-
I'm a just because I'm a human doesn't mean we all look the same.
I
Yeah,
kind of
you
look at him
do.
and just like,
Yeah, you do. I'm so sorry.
"Eh."
But what you would like? Could I buy you an ale? What to ease your mind and forget things?
I'm always down for free beer.
All right. I'll keep. Could you get the man a pint?
Of course. That's what I do.
Uh, sorry.
And thanks. I mean, you're good.
What it is? I'll be going back with my company. Thank you. Neil will wander back, kind of sheepishly, kind of whistling,
That
kind of
was
looking back at.
that was really suspicious, right?
Trust me, some of my contacts do have much weirder inclinations. That was tame and polite by comparison to some of the people that you deal with.
Yeah, but usually the people I deal with, we just kill.
I mean, he might be good at that. You might be able to use him later if he's willing to work with us. He's also right. You are a relatively plain-looking human. It works for you.
Ram just drinks the beer quietly.
I'm going to make a perception check. See if I heard.
I'm not quiet. I'm not quiet.
At advantage. All right. 23, and it's the dwarf just sort of looks back and wanders back. Did you say something about work? I have a lot of interests. What can I do for you? Is there anything that you need? Should be able to find it.
Well, we could have used you yesterday, but I don't really know about now. We kind of just came off a job.
I charged extra for doing things in the past.
That doesn't make any sense.
You see me raise my finger like,
that
and then
just
just put it down.
It just doesn't make any damn sense.
Don't
Beer.
magic. Just don't. It can be done. It's really dumb. He can't do it. There's no way in hell. Okay, moving on.
Wait, you said your dwarf is wearing like a breastplate?
Yeah, he's wearing a breastplate, but he's wearing like a sailor's outfit. Sort of like leather breeches. He's got sort of a puffy shirt under the breastplate.
Okay, so
but he's also got sort of a dark cloak rolled back.
The important thing is, what are we going to do next? Because I'm still jazzed up about this. You know, I got my nice rest. I kind of want to hit something. Well, okay, have you hit something and me blow it up? But you know what?
Well, I mean, I'll be quite honest with you.
Which way do you want to go?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure, to be honest. I don't really know if
backing away from the comments about hitting things. Backing away.
I'm not sure working for the consortium is the best idea right now.
Do I notice him just backing away as he is saying this? It's just like, not you. We use you to hit things.
What kind of business are you in, gentlemen?
Mostly the tomb robbing kind of business, but I mean, if they pay well enough, I'll do about anything.
Tomb robbing.
A little bit of this and that. You know, weird things happen all over the place. Sometimes we go solve them. Sometimes we solve people. Sometimes people try to hit us. We kill them in return. You know, bandit problems sometimes. So, you know.
What my long-winded friend here means is we just take whatever job comes our way for the most part.
Leave the simple-minded to summarize, I suppose. Good point.
Pete
His joke.
walks in at this point, and he's like, I checked out the job board for you, boss.
Wait, hold on. Hold that thought, Pete. Dare. Out of character. I'm fucking smarter than you, motherfucker. You got a 10 intelligence. Mine is 16.
I've been joking. Like,
I know. I just realized that.
My character has a
'cause
shit-eating.
I-
My character has a shit-eating grin on his face the entire time that he's been taunting you.
We'll come
Like-
back to that thought. Sorry, Pete. What were you saying?
I said I took the liberty of checking the job board this morning. Or was
Okay.
it last night?
With you, it could have been any time. You find anything interesting?
Yes. Well, I mean, it just depends on what you want to do, but I mean, it's not the only thing. The job board obviously is put there by the king, so. Well, I mean, or his men. Apparently, there is a 500 gold piece reward for figuring out what has been raiding the northern parts of Kesserport outside the walls. And there's 1,000 gold piece reward for taking out some gnolls in the nearby town of what was that town's name again? I know I saw it on there. It was Springport or something. It was, yeah, Springport
Well,
or Spring Bay. That's what it was.
We
Well,
should probably check the board.
Never been there.
well,
And you know, obviously, there's other rumors that have gone around too. Last night, people were talking about a strange. There's a small town, an oasis near here, and apparently it's been being harassed by some undead menace with a short sword.
That's awfully
Something.
specific.
that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's some big zombie-like creature.
And it's menacing a town.
Yeah, wears a
Why is the
totem
town
mask
ma-
or something.
Why is the town menacing the undead creature with the short sword? I don't understand.
Pete doesn't either.
I
Um,
don't. I just kind of shrug and just like,
But is it any sword, a short sword to giant thing?
I'm still stuck on the short sword, but I'm just like, well, I like to get paid, but on the other hand, this is really confusing. Kind of want to
Well-
go deal with whatever that might be.
Honestly, considering what we found out about. Anyway, we should probably go handle that undead situation.
as you're about to, I mean, are you guys about to leave? I should ask.
Yeah,
What's your name, dwarf? Sorry, I didn't catch it earlier.
it's a good point. I forgot entirely.
7.
Favin?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Of
how
the
do you?
Krylun family. We're very famous. Well, some
Sure.
of us are.
Have
Have
How
I?
do you
He- oh, have I heard
I-
of his family at all?
No.
I just kind of nod. Huh. Fair enough.
Well,
Stalwart defenders
Ha-
of the faith.
how do you feel about undead?
Excuse me?
How do you feel about the undead? I mean, it's a pretty simple question.
I thought that was a joke.
Pete doesn't know how to joke. He kind of lost that when he was about 45.
No, I thought the entire thing about undead was a joke.
No.
Wait, what?
No. We have we're getting a bit of an undead problem in this part of the world.
I wonder why that
our
happened.
part, but yeah, that I wonder. But if you care to go with,
That doesn't sound very good for the bottom line.
no, it doesn't. And quite frankly, in my
There'd be
mind,
profit.
I feel like a small town would be very appreciative of someone coming to their aid before they even had to put up a bounty for it. Because by then it might be too late anyway. So
I just kind of shrugged. I'm game.
As you guys are talking about this, you see the dwarf that you spoke to the other day, that told you how to find the temple you found. The one that owned the curiosity shop, Burl. He walks into the bar, and he's like, "Oh, I'm glad I found ye. And it looks like you're hanging out with some proper folk now."
Well, I don't know about that. Dare's still here.
Oh yeah,
Oh, true,
yeah, it's a pleasure. Yeah, of course. You found me.
I raise my finger and like, I earned that. In any case, just, like again, shit-eating grin on my face.
He goes, "And I'm glad I found ye."
Who is he?
This is a Burl. He owns a curiosity shop, and
Yes,
he's a dabbler in many things.
and I've had some setbacks in my import-export business. So if you have the time at some point, I'd like to run some things by you.
Well, we're still here, so.
Right. Well, I'd much rather go over the specifics at my shop. I have my paperwork there and everything.
Oh, sure.
Weren't you the guy that asked me to get some mahogany wands?
Yes.
That went rather well.
Yeah.
Strange thing, though. I never did understand why.
Oh, the tourists love that stuff.
Yeah, well.
Meanwhile, I'm continuing to smirk, but it's because I've been smirking the entire time because I'm highly amused by. Sorry, what's your name again?
Well,
Burl.
Yeah.
Or Thevin.
The new
Thevin
one.
is Brian.
The
Burl is
seven.
Yeah, Thevin. I'm at this point highly amused by Thevin, so between me and taunting this, like my grin is just visible, and I'm obviously entertained.
Well, Burl, we've got a few minutes. We haven't made any decision on what we're doing today, so if you want, we could come by.
I'd appreciate that.
Okay. I lean over to Dare and kind of whisper, since he helped us as much the other day, might as well go ahead and see what he needs. Best not to owe favors.
I'd agree. On that note, you think we should bring along our little friend here?
Don't call him little to his face. I'm pretty sure that's rude.
Our stout friend here.
Oh, that sounds good. I like that one. Yeah, if he wants to.
Pete's like, "I have my stout friend right here."
I'm just
That
kind
was
of
who
looking
you were
at him.
talking to.
Pete, you did a lot of good work yesterday. Maybe you should hang out here today and just take a rest.
I like the way you think.
And I'll give him a couple
I
of
know
gold
I hang out
coins.
with you for a reason.
Give him a couple gold coins and be like, "Here you go. Have a few drinks on me."
I will.
I get just like our other stout friend.
Yeah.
And yes, I think we should, if he's willing to help. I think we should bring him along.
Okay. Well, Thaven, we might have some work if you're interested in joining.
Does it involve money?
It usually does.
All right. What?
Burl
Okay.
leaves, by the way.
All right.
Just-
Well,
he
if
heads
everybody's ready, when we can go whenever.
Okay. So you head to Burl's shop.
Yep.
All right. You see once again the strange shop of curiosities that looks like it's just a whole bunch of useless junk that nobody would ever want.
Does he have any statues, like little statuettes?
Oh yes, of course. Some
I
of them
didn't
look
know
like
that they
look like
stuffed
little
owl bears.
bejeweled like
Huh.
likenesses of the king, and obviously there's one of like the Capitol building here, and
Nothing any of these people would ever actually care about.
So it's kind of the stuff that you see sold on Hollywood Boulevard.
yes.
Basically.
All right, Burl, what do you need?
He kind of looks around, makes sure there's nobody else that hopped into a shop, but obviously nobody has because, there's nobody in here. And he goes to the door and he kind of like locks the door, closes the shutters. And he's like, one of me couriers are missing. He's a
Had
good
nothing
lad,
to do with it.
good at what he does.
When did you last see him?
Oh, it's probably been about a week now. Of course, it's not uncommon because I send them out to go get stuff, but he should have been back a few days ago.
Where did he go?
I sent him out. It was really just outside the city. Not far at all.
Well,
But
we heard
my
something
contacts
about,
say
we heard
that he never...
something about-
What? Oh, what was that?
well, we heard something about an area outside of town that was being harassed by gnolls, and what town was that, Matt?
Spring Bay.
Did he go towards Spring Bay?
Oh, I didn't send him that way. It was really just meeting someone secretly outside the city. And I didn't think it was anything of it that he hadn't come back until I needed his assistance again. But when I'm exporting, I send them through very specific routes through the sewer. And he never made it. My contact isn't happy they didn't receive their goods.
Well, that's because you didn't use my services.
Well, prove to me that you can get the goods, bring it to the people, and you can have the standard fare of, the consortium. You bring the goods to them. If you find any treasure along the way, it's yours to keep.
Where was he going?
It was
What
just...
was- I'm asking for specifically the route that you sent him on.
he gives you... he sketches out a map for you in the sewers, and you see that it's a full-on, kind of complex way out of the sewers that makes its way northeastish underneath the King's Keep, and makes its way outside the city walls beyond it.
Is it possible that he got noticed? Does the king have anyone patrolling that particular part of the sewers? And I'll motion to the part underneath the King's Keep.
Nah. The king doesn't care about the sewers.
Okay.
We keep them pretty clean, so there's no monsters or anything usually down there.
You keep them.
Except that there's something down there.
So it'd seem.
All right. Well, Did he give me? Did he give us who we need to be taking this stuff to if we find it?
He did not.
Okay.
But not yet anyway. Basically says that I always hate thinking of names.
That's why you should have a sheet with 20 names on it.
I know.
When someone got bored chasing a pen around the room. Back here, this one.
He just says it's supposed to be delivered to a Lord Serret.
This guy's outside of the city.
Oh well, he's got a manor just inside the walls, but he didn't want it to be that public.
I got you.
It's a signet ring.
Oh,
So if you can find my messenger boy, Corin.
All right. Well, guys, we got a few options. Who's for what?
I'd say we trace along the route and deal with it. Hey, look over. Look over at Mister. Totally not a smuggler.
Mr. Puffy Shirt.
And if we find it, let's see. Any bonus in particular for keeping the route clear? Say not be something worth looting.
Well, as I said, anything you find other than the signet ring, you can keep for yourself, as is standard.
Could you find something for me if I asked you for it?
If me find something for you, well, I mean,
Yeah. Well, you seem you're a purveyor of specialty items.
possibly depends on what it is.
Well, we'll talk after we get done.
Fair enough.
I don't want to waste your time right now.
I mean, just keep in mind if you have other pressing concerns. I understand, but I do appreciate the favor.
Yep.
It has to be
All
kept
right.
kind of quiet.
Well,
as you're probably
of all
used
the
to.
of all the things that we have options for right now, it's here and present, so it might be the most convenient thing to do at the moment.
I shrug, and I'm just like, I'm game.
Well, let me know when you want to begin.
sounds fantastic. Let's go for it.
Sure, and I'll and summon my new shiny. Well, it just looks like a staff right now, right?
Yeah.
Thank God. I thought a disco ball was going to drop from the ceiling.
No, that's
Oh,
when
man.
I do do do.
It's too bad that's not a spell anymore.
You could just do dancing
Auto's
light.
irresistible.
You could do
Yeah.
dancing
Wait, no,
lights
Auto's
and
irresistible
have.
dance still exists.
You could do dancing lights and have them rotating, like
In different colors. Yeah.
in different colors, like a light ball.
Or just keep repeatedly casting heal on yourself, shouting, staying alive.
All right, well, let's get started then.
Okay. Well, he's like, alrighty. Well, let me make this easy for you, so you don't have to break in again. And he goes over. He's like, follow me.
Okay.
He leads you to a back room and like kind of moves like a shelf out of the way and pops open a floor.
How'd you know we broke in?
That's my domain.
All right.
How else were you gonna get down there?
I guess you got a good point. All right. Is this?
You'll have to
since
let me
it's
know what you found.
Nothing special, unfortunately.
Make a deception check.
Those are great.
Uh,
6.
that's why you let me speak.
He just kind of like gives you a knowing look, and he's like, "All right, keep your secrets." Justin just showed up. He's late because of Borderlands 3. Hey, we all made it. Anyway,
Yeah, taking time out of my busy Borderlands schedule to play D&D, so you know.
I still
All
need
right.
to get it.
Is the access panel he opened, is it lit? Can we see down in it?
No, it's still dark.
Ladder?
Yeah, there's a ladder down into the sewer.
Okay. I'll start climbing down first since I tend to get punched a lot.
You're
It
better
looks
at being
like
punched.
it's actually what you go down into is like a little antechamber off the sewer, and then there's another. He's like, "God, there's a latch over there that opens up the wall," and you see
Cool.
it's like a little secret door that heads into the sewer, into the side of it.
Okay. I will activate Rehoricti's Wrath so we have a nice big torch.
Yes, you do. Daylight, actually.
Yeah, that's right. It's daylight for 15 feet and dim light for 15 feet past that.
Alrighty. Now, keep in mind, obviously, the reason why. I mean, this town is massive. This is a massive city. It's like 2 kilometers across. So, it's a big city.
And very
And the-
aromatic.
And the way he has you going looks like it's pretty well traveled. But it's a pretty complex like maze that he has you going through.
Okay. I'm assuming with his map, we don't need to make survival checks or
No,
anything to kind
yeah.
of navigate.
Yeah, unless you go off the beaten path.
Not interested in getting lost in the sewers.
Yeah, it's not where I want to die.
Right back down into him.
Yeah. I use prestidigitation to make a nice little scent of cinnamon and vanilla around me so it doesn't smell like butt.
Nice.
I do pretty much the same thing for me. And then, out of courtesy, our stout friend here is just like, would you not like to smell sewage?
You get used to it, actually.
Up to you. You don't have to. I snap my fingers.
Cinnamon is actually more offensive than the sewage.
I just had used it to eliminate the scent altogether, so it just smells like normal hot scent.
Neutral scent.
Like, yes, neutral. It smells like.
The
Smells
cancer
like
Febreze.
basically.
I gotta look at something real quick. Okay.
Yeah, as I'm walking.
What's your alignment, Dare?
Alignment should be. Whoops! I didn't put that in. That would be, I believe, true neutral.
Everyone's all neutralies.
Well, I mean, I'm also like that's
Yeah,
my
it makes sense.
blood. Yeah, it makes sense considering my blood, and I do have some codes, but for the most part, I don't care. I should probably put that in now.
You wander through the tunnels for quite a ways. Are you keeping well, first of all, what's your marching order and what are you doing to search through the tunnels?
We'll do the standard checking for traps, so that keeps us at like half pace or something like that. But it gives like automatic checks on perception.
So I assume I'll go first, or I I can be
I
in the
will.
middle if you guys want to flank. I don't
I
know
should
what you want to do.
reign. Unfortunately, in this particular case, in most cases, I should range a little bit ahead. Oh yeah, by the way, I have used once again my staff to cast mage armor on myself. Um, uh, Sitting my AC back up to 17. So yeah, no, actually, you have the highest. You also have the best perception party, I think. So yeah, you out front, me in the middle, and then our stout friend bringing up the rear.
I have a perception of 16.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna say he
Our
might have
stout friend
higher.
in the front, me in the middle.
Yeah, we can do that in reverse, and you can be in the middle, and I'll take up the back, and he can kind of.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Ranged by height.
More bars and more places.
All right. Well, you spend a good part of the day wandering through the sewers, just going like, man, what are we looking for? I mean,
Occasionally these stabbing rats.
yeah. I mean, you're just like wandering through, taking the routes that he showed you, because it's more than one route. Like he shows you different routes that his people take to stay on different, you know, on different paths at different days or whatever, and you look through a good chunk of them, and at one point you come across an area where a larger sewer system enters. Like it's all you. Most of the places you've gone through have been like really thin, 5 foot wide kind of little sewer tunnels, just big enough for someone to walk through single file. But you come across a larger tunnel, and when you shine your light into that tunnel, you see something you weren't quite expecting.
I'd rather you not shine the light and blind me.
I mean, if you ask me to, I'll turn it off.
I have dark vision, thank you very much.
Regardless,
I'm glad.
you see a
Well, I will say if he's asked me to, I will dim it down to the lower end.
okay. Well, you see reflected in the light. I think it goes down to 5 feet of bright, and then 5 feet of dim, or is it? No, it only goes down to 10. It's 10 feet of bright, 10 feet of dim.
Yeah.
But you come to this area. Who's in the lead again? It was the okay.
Ooh,
Okay, well, before the light shines on it, you see it. You see this giant humanoid-looking frog thing, the giant, like almost bullfrog, like, extended throat that looks like it's covered in like warty kind of things, and it's got these horrible like giant yellow eyes, and it's just standing there. And as soon as it sees you, it just quickly opens its mouth, and this giant tongue comes out and goes, shoo, tries to get you.
that's not very nice.
I'm guessing it didn't hit. 15.
Miss.
Yeah. So this tongue like hits the pavement, like the rocks next to you, and like kind of sticks to it for a second, then pulls back.
I like, step on it, step on it.
How big did you say it was?
It's a large creature. Taking up a
Problems.
good chunk of this tunnel.
Problems.
I'm going to.
Go ahead and roll initiative. Is that what you were gonna say?
Well, no, I was actually going to burn one of my charges of the gem of seeing at this point. And see if there was like anything unusual with it.
Well, roll initiative and we'll see when you do that.
Where did I put that to? Looks like 15 for me.
12.
What's your dex?
0.
16 or 17.
Oh yeah, you got me beat on dex, so.
I will pause and wait.
All right. Well, so you're just holding your. Are you going to hold an attack action if something? Or
Yeah, I'm gonna let the more stout type of people beat on it.
it is about 15 feet away from you when you looked, and that's how far the tongue shot out.
I'll step back to 20 feet away from it.
Oh well, yeah, you can. All right. Well, Dare, you're up then.
All right. You know what? It did just try to eat us, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go with the basic firebolt. See if it does anything to it.
Okay.
Now let's see. That looks like a 19 to hit.
That hits.
All right. And it looks like a 7 damage.
Okay.
And then I will step back into
That kind of
step
goes.
back. I just kind of look at it like, eh, and step behind, move back so I'm behind, freaking Rom here. And then that's it for me.
All right. That brings us to Rom.
Okay, then. And I'll kind of walk forward, basically just right up to it and get right in its face. And I will use my new ability. So when I use my action to cast a cantrip, I can make a weapon attack as a bonus action. So I'm going to hit it with a booming blade.
Okay.
And then follow it up with a second attack. I think that hits. 28.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that hits.
If a 19 hits. Just a thought.
10 and 3 is 13 damage on the first.
Okay.
And then the follow-up attack is a 16 to hit. No, 18 to hit. Sorry, 9 plus 9 is 18. And then 10 more damage.
Jeez. Okay.
And that was bonus action attack, and yeah, I'll stop. I'll make sure I'm kind of like not directly between the two of them, so that they have clear shots at it.
Okay. Well, since you're right next to it, goes and opens up this giant mouth that looks like it could swallow you whole, and tries to take a bite on you. That would be a 24.
That hits.
Okay.
Don't worry, my next attack won't actually be a problem.
26 points of piercing damage.
Okay, never mind. My next
And-
attack won't be an attack.
and you are grappled, being held in its mouth. It like just bites down on you.
Why does this keep happening to me? Why do things keep picking me up in their mouths?
So you are now,
Tasty.
and you are restrained by it. So your speed is reduced to 0, and attacks against you have advantage. And you have
Okay.
disadvantage on attacks against it.
Okay.
I'd like to take the opportunity to close the distance and attack
Alrighty, go for it.
with a rapier. Critical hit.
Oh, wow. Oh, well, you do triple damage.
God.
Triple damage, including the sneak attack
Yep,
damage.
all the dice rolling. The modifier doesn't get tripled, just the rolling. Great. I'm just gonna...
Well, before being tripled, that's 25, 75 points of damage.
Jesus.
Oh, gross.
So yeah, Thaven walks up and stabs it like just beneath its gullet, and it spits you out and falls to its death.
Running down the maw, straight into its heart.
I'm glad we brought him.
You need to stop getting eaten. Like, I don't know how you magically get eaten every time we try to do something. Like,
Well, it's because I
what?
keep
Like,
picking
you
fights
taste
with.
good?
Give her the distraction.
I guess I just like picking fights with stuff that's bigger than me.
Well,
You know, I like to punch higher than my weight class.
it's fair, but I mean, that stomach acid cannot smell or taste good.
I don't know. He kind of licks his shoulder a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm
It's
just
not that
gonna
great.
like
Intelligence 16. Mm-hmm.
wisdom. However, is probably
Oh.
pretty low.
Wisdom's a 12.
Oh, and I was so hoping the thing could swallow you next turn. Anyway.
I just like. Would you like to take a break for a second, or would you like some healing?
I'm good. We can go.
All right, if you say so.
I'll
Mm.
use both my second wind and I'll pop a potion as we walk.
So where are you going to
Yeah,
go?
never mind.
Oh, yeah, you said we came to a junction.
Yeah, and it's the area that this creature was in is not the way that you guys were told to go.
So we go the way that we're supposed to go. Unless
Well-
the thing waylaid him.
Well, I was gonna say if this thing was here.
Maybe we should cut it.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe it ate. Maybe it ate it. It's a good plan. Fair point.
I had a thought. I know a spell that'll make a really big concussive blast. I could set it off inside of it and just blow the damn thing up.
I'd recommend cutting it open.
All right, whatever you want to do. I'll
I
hold it. You
mean,
cut.
that's not. Yeah, that's not my thing. You guys, you got that covered.
So squeamish.
Could
It's not that
you
I'm squeamish. It's that.
cast a spell to blow it up so that it inverts?
I don't think it works
Or
that
goes
way.
inside out?
Yes, I know the. Side note, I know the reference, and also. I mean. I don't like. I could blow it up, but I don't think a 20-foot fireball inside the thing would be properly contained.
I was thinking shatter because it's like a sphere of thunder damage. And setting it off
Okay,
inside
let's
of the creature, but we can wait. We can just cut it.
That's
We
the
can just
second
cut
level
it.
spell slot. You're gonna waste your what?
Yeah. It's fine. We'll just cut it open. I'll hold it up and he can cut.
I'll provide guidance.
Pull out trusty daggers.
All right, whatever freaking check, or if there's not a check, whatever. Fucking guidance. You get 3 additional to the roll if there is one.
Okay. So you got how you can. You're gonna blow it up.
No,
No,
I'm
no,
good.
I'm gonna like hold it so that he can make a nice clean cut without.
I
Causing-
thought I already did a good, nice, clean cut
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
good portion.
Well, you
Just
continue
finish
the
it
cut
off.
down, and you end up cutting open its gullet. It smells horrible inside here. A bunch of acid comes out. But
Kind of figured that.
there's a boot inside of him,
How big of a boot?
like a person-sized boot.
Like a child-sized boot, or like
No, like a person-sized boot.
Oh,
What's your definition of person there? Because short people
And it hasn't
might
been
object.
digested, so
Well, that's not really very telling. I mean, who knows who's all come down here? The consortium doesn't really advertise when somebody goes missing.
Is there a matching boot?
nope.
Or is it just the one boot?
Just one boot.
Can we deduce, looking around, which way this thing's lair might be, or
Oh.
if this room is the lair?
Go ahead and make a
Or
survival
I
check.
guess I'd call it a nest, maybe.
so is my
Nature
guidance
check.
check for that, or do you want me to re-roll it?
You want to guidance him again? That's fine.
Okay,
I'll start looking around with his guidance.
sec. 2.
13 plus 2 plus so 19.
Yeah, it doesn't look like this is where it lives.
Can I tell which way maybe it came from?
Deeper inside the tunnel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we either walk down to the other end where
no,
this map leads, and then we may have to come back anyway.
no, this is you said this is where Burleston his career down, but he got lost. He got waylaid somewhere. It is quite possible Froggy thing got him.
Yeah, and I really doubt that he
Remove it from
actually
the
just got.
possibility.
I doubt he really just got lost.
Well, not likely. At the very least, remove it from a possibility. Make sure
Yeah.
that we can get back here.
Real quick, looking around, is there a ring just happening to be laying on the ground?
Make a perception check.
Guidance
That'll do it.
+1.
Well, his will
Technically,
probably-
you're supposed to make that roll, but I don't think you guys want to continuously roll d4s.
23.
Yeah, you guys don't see anything.
All right.
Okay. Well, let's try to track this thing deeper into wherever it came from, and maybe we'll get lucky.
Okay.
So, as a,
And just sort of writing like chalk on the walls to indicate which direction we're going.
Alrighty.
as a side note, guys, I just reread guidance. Technically, you're supposed to make the d4. Do you care?
I don't
As
care.
long as it gets rolled,
Yeah, it doesn't
who
really
Yeah.
matter.
cares?
Yeah, I'm just saying. It was also also for the DM.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Sweet.
Okay.
But it only matters if someone starts rolling 6s on a d4.
Yep. 12. How does it? What the fuck? Alright.
Then you
Um,
might want to intercede.
I think he's lying. What was your first clue?
So you guys following the path of where it looks like this thing has been.
Yep.
Yep.
Sometimes its path gets pretty hard to follow. You like lose it for like 30 feet or so, and then pick it back up, and there's like no tracks.
It's very good at rectilinear propagation. It jumps and then it just flies 30 feet.
Um,
And it was a frog, so wouldn't doubt it. They
Wait.
don't like scuttle across the ground or anything.
yeah. But as you're following the trail, you
Chalk
you
marks
see
every so often.
basically a break in the side of the tunnel up ahead that looks like it goes into more of like a cave-like structure, and you see a firelight.
Firelight.
Anybody? I will dim. I'll
Hold
shut
hold
off.
it. I'll go check things out.
Yeah, I'll shut off
I'll get back.
my weapon so there's no light.
I'm gonna sneak in.
Okay.
Stealth.
So quietly, guidance. 4.
Ooh. Well, that would be a 30.
A 30?
Or a natural 20 for 33.
Alrighty. So,
Because I'm rolling at advantage for boots of dwarven kind.
yep. So, yeah, you feel like you're pretty quiet. You
He walks away and then he just magically seems to transform into translucence.
Well, you see, when looking around the corner into the cave area, it looks almost like somebody has made this their home. There is like a small like candle lit. It's still really dim lighting in here, and it looks like it's just some kind of different accoutrements lying around, but they look very like hermit living in a swamp kind of home. And there's a bed, shoddily made, and on it is a young man.
Is he missing a boot?
He is missing a boot, and he looks like he is sleeping fitfully.
So
Oh,
he's
BT
tossing
Dubs.
about.
Rom brought that boot with us just because he is Rom.
Acquire of random items. Sewer druid. Okay, got it.
Sewer druid. Worst familiar ever.
Oops.
Or best.
yeah.
I don't know. It did like 30 damage to me, so that's something.
So that's what you see is this boy or young man, like kind of fitfully like he's looks like he's like crinkling his brow. He looks like he's not having a good time sleeping at the moment.
I'm still back and can't see any of this. I'm assuming.
Oh, go back and report my findings.
Okay.
And I appear like right in front of you.
You're
Hey,
sneaky.
there is a young boy that's got one boot back there, and he's not doing the greatest, but he's asleep.
Okay.
Might be nice to return his boot for him.
Sure.
Assuming we just didn't kill his guard frog.
It did try to attack us.
It ate me.
No, it didn't.
Well, it tried to.
Well, it's entirely different being.
Excuse me, and I'll walk past David and into the room.
Thevin.
Davin, sorry. My bad.
I am the 7th child.
Dude, had that undercurrent to you yet?
I think I'm done for the night, guys. I think I'm done. Oh goodness. We'll talk about that later.
I like how that just occurred to you. Like,
This is a fantasy world. Why would a name like Theven or whatever make me think that? His name could have been, I don't know, anything. It's fantasy. And it would have sounded normal.
Mom had a
cute.
lisp.
All right. So I'll enter without trying to be stealthy and basically start rummaging through the guy's shit. So I'll like see, got any food and just kind of like throwing back stuff and
Looking for the ring and shit.
yeah. I'm basically just like trying to find the ring.
You're like looking through the room.
And it's...
Yes, but I'm listening
He
for
doesn't
him
have a
to
lot
move.
of charm, does he?
Okay, you hear.
He's good at hitting things and almost being eaten.
You hear. Hello. What can I do with you? And you look, and you didn't see this before, but there is a hideous woman-like thing straddling the boy on the bed. The man on the bed while he was sleeping, and she's looking at you extremely hungrily.
I'm immediately going to put the lens up to my eye and see if I can get a picture of what.
I was gonna say, was
is.
that an audible voice or was it an in my head voice?
Oh, it was audible. She wasn't there before.
So I'm going to immediately pull up the gem of seeing and activate one of its charges.
Okay.
What do I see?
You see a very ugly woman.
There's no enchantment, no magic.
Well, I mean, true sight. You basically see anything, even if it's in the ethereal plane, and you see.
I see through illusions. I see
through illusions. You see through. Its true form. It's definitely its true form. What you're seeing right now.
Let's see.
Purple skin?
Yep.
The player is going to sigh horribly. The dwarf has no clue.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what Ram would do to respond, because he still... I guess if he didn't see her, he'd be like, huh.
Just fireball. No.
And while you're sitting there, she just goes, go ahead and make a saving throw.
What kind?
What kind?
I mean, I'll do a strength one if you want me to.
Wait.
I'm great at those.
Actually, how many hit points do you have left?
57 after I re-healed.
Oh, nice.
When did you have asked that question? He was like, I'm about to lose my HP again.
Yeah.
Don't worry, if you live through the first round, you'll get a haste.
We'll see.
You don't really feel anything happen to you. And she's like, interesting.
I will basically...
Go ahead and roll initiative.
As she says that, my first response is, that's creepy as fuck.
Yeah, I don't like this woman.
Are you sure it's a woman?
Nope.
That's no ordinary woman. It's a really ugly purple woman.
10.
What's your
19.
dex?
Fighting a crawler.
What's your dex, Dare?
Dex is 14.
Okay.
That was...
Initiative 18.
What was yours, Rom?
19.
And yours was 18.
Alright.
All right.
Well, at least I'm immune to illusions for a little bit.
True. Well, who all? I mean, right now it's just Rom that was in the room. The other two hadn't come in yet, right?
Again.
Yeah, we're at the edge.
Close.
Go ahead and go first, Rom.
Okay, I'll activate the halberd and make a kind of a sweeping attack, and not really go for a to hit her. I want to do it like a pushing blow and knock her off the boy.
Okay. Make it a grapple to do that then.
Okay, so roll to see if I hit.
Yeah.
20, dirty 20.
In grapples, if you both roll the same thing, who wins? I think it's the
Goes to the
attacker in
thunder.
5th edition. Yeah. So yeah, you just barely are able to knock her off the bed
Okay.
and out of him.
And then do I get my second attack?
Yeah.
So I'll basically knock her off the bed and go whoom and come down for a decapitation type blow.
Okay.
18 plus 9,
That's it.
20, 27. Wow, this D10 wants to keep rolling 4, so 10 damage total.
10 damage total. Okay.
Yeah. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and action surge and make 2 more downward strikes.
All right.
Because fuck this creepy bitch. 16 plus 9 and 10 plus 9. So
Yeah, they
19
both
and
hit.
something else. 14 damage and 8 damage.
Okay. All right. Oh, let me. Then, Thevin, you are next.
Well, Thevin will paddle into the room, putting some distance in between him and Dare. And he's going to pull out his short bow and try to plug her once.
Okay.
I'll be
And
right
I'm
back.
assuming that Ram is still within 5 feet. If this actually hit. Which, we'll see. 23.
That hits.
So she's within 5. That's a sneak attack. Uh, 21.
Nice.
Fuck.
Alrighty. Well.
Is it mine or?
Yeah, that's pretty much all that I can do.
Okay.
I'll use a bonus action and hide. Or I don't know.
She,
Attaches to the ceiling.
for all intents and purposes, you see her, like, look at you both, like, evilly, and then you see her disappear. You see her, Dare. She's in the ethereal plane.
I don't actually.
True sight allows people to see it in the ethereal
I know,
plane.
I can see. I don't have the ability.
Yeah.
I don't have a spell that will hurt her there, though. Well, I don't know. No, it's force damage that does it. Yeah.
I don't think if that's in the ethereal plane you can attack or do anything unless you're in the ethereal
Oh yeah.
plane. Yeah. So you see her shift, and then she like moves back towards the door further, and kind of puts herself right behind the rogue.
All right.
But
Well-
she's still there. So, and that brings us to Dare's turn.
Let's see.
Do you call anything of this out?
Yeah, obviously. Hey, she's behind you. Behind you and in a different, or partially in the plane.
Turn around.
Let's see. Well. First, the first thing I'm going to do. You know what? I doubt this might actually be the first time that I actually have a reason to use this as a response to her being behind you. I will burn a first level spell slot and cast protection from good and evil on you.
Okay.
Yes, but do you have to specify which one? Good or evil?
Certain
Because
times.
obviously she's good.
Yeah, clearly a friendly, clearly a friendly creature.
Because, most good people abduct children
Yeah.
and torture them. They have pet giant frogs.
Yeah, basically,
Okay.
aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. And you can't be charmed, frightened, possessed.
And,
Nice.
So yeah. So, like, if you're capable of ethereal planes, and considering that it had gotten the thing into kind of like a dreamlike state there, that was a concern. Unfortunately, that is a concentration check. But up to 10 minutes, so well through the fight. Yeah, that I'm going to move towards. Since nobody's actually taking damage this turn. Move towards Rain, provide me the information. Brahm, and going around if there's room for it, since it's a chamber, and then I will end my turn at that point.
Okay. It's Rom's turn.
Rom will take a few steps, basically like switch places with where Dare was, and kind of go slightly outside the room and back into the corridor, since he said she was kind of moving that direction.
Well,
And-
she's set up behind. I had explained that she's set up behind.
Right.
Seven.
Yeah. So she's trying to flee. It sounds like. So I'm
Or
gonna
attack him.
Or attack him. So I'm gonna. But I also have reach with the pole arms. So I will kind of stand there at the doorway, so that if she reappears in that immediate vicinity, I can take an attack.
Okay.
And I will hold a booming blade.
You see that, well, actually now it's Thevin's turn.
So yeah, I just remember I just shouted that, hey, he's right behind. Well, shouted, stated, hey, she's right behind you, but you can't.
I can't see her, so Thevin is gonna get.
Oh, and you shot her with your bow, right?
Yeah,
How much damage did you do?
21.
Yeah, so technically you did 10.
Yeah.
Yep. By the way. It didn't quite pierce her as much as you would hope.
Yeah, I might have noticed that and paused. Femin is gonna walk to the boy and try to rouse him.
Okay.
Hey, wake up! You're in a bad spot.
All right, you do so. He starts like waking up.
He's still got his pants on, right?
Of course I do.
No, not you, the boy.
Aren't you glad that I said I still do?
Just
I
not-
am.
Just not gonna go there.
Yeah, no, don't. Let's move on.
As you're saying,
You see that the creature seems to. Nobody else can see this, but Dare, you can see that she seems to see and hear what you guys are saying. So reacts accordingly and kind of like follows the rogue back into the room. And actually, she doesn't follow him back into the room. She walks further down the hallway, like a good bit. You can see her walk 30 feet away. Kind of looks back, and then walks another 30 feet.
I point that out. As the round's going on, I'm assuming.
Well, it's Rom's turn now, so.
Yeah.
Or no, actually, no, it is Dare's turn. Yeah, you see her move, and that's your turn.
So I explain that, and let's see. Still in the ethereal plane, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'll hold an action for an emergence into real world. I will attempt to hit with a firebolt, which is thankfully a cantrip that I can do while I'm concentrating.
Okay.
And I'll keep track of them, and now I'm also reporting the movement and such, and then that'll be it for me.
Okay. So now it's Rom's turn again.
Out of curiosity, she went down the hallway that we came in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't see her.
Nope. I told you where she's at, but
Yeah, I don't want to. I'll continue to hold what I was doing before. So I'll keep in case she comes back. I'll stay kind of poised right there.
Okay.
yeah. All right, back to.
Yep. Back to
Bevan.
Bevan.
All right. Boy is sort of being aroused, but he doesn't really appear like he's snapping out of it. That's the basic gist of what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Look, still try to arouse him, but also looking around the room to see if there's any sort of like odd drugs of some sort or other paraphernalia.
I mean, not that you can see in the short amount of time, between. I mean, it's.
I am quite perceptive.
It is true. I mean, you see that she does have like some herbs and stuff sitting around.
I'll
But,
drag him off the bed.
okay.
Do you see the ring?
I will
Look for that later.
Yep.
do that later.
All right. So back to her turn. She moves another 30 feet further down the hallway, and you see her shift back into this realm. So now she's
All right.
about 90 feet away from you.
Thankfully, firebolt has a range of 120 feet.
Yep.
All right, so 15 plus 7, 22.
Okay, that hits.
All right. And looks like a nice 14 damage.
Okay, so it does 7. Doesn't
We
look
are
quite as effective as you'd think.
resistant to fire. Okay, got it. And I, had explained that it had shown back up. And then that'll be. Oh wait, yeah, that was my reaction to her appearing. Now it is my turn. Well, let's try a different. Oh, let's try something. Let's try something a little different. Wisdom 15. Toll the dead.
Oh, you're gonna do Wisdom 15, Toll the Dead on her?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, she passes.
All right, and I believe that. Confirmed. Okay, yeah, it takes no damage. Oh wait,
Yeah.
I couldn't even do that anyway. It's out of range. Disregard.
Oh, yeah. Toll the Dead only has 30 feet?
60 actually, but
Yeah.
and yeah, absent that, then I guess another firebolt.
Okay.
That one's kind of low roll. Let's go 14 hit.
Nope, that does not hit.
All right. Then that's it. And obviously, I was like, "You come back," and then, yeah.
Okay. That brings us to Rom.
How big are these tunnels?
This one's a good size one. The one that the one that led down to hers was big.
Well, it was big enough for that toad, which was a large creature, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Ram goes running down the hall,
Okay.
and he'll take his 30 feet, and he pulls out his figurine out of his pocket and chunks it down the hallway and activates it. And all of a sudden, this griffin just goes, and you just hear him yell, "Sicker!" And he, half flying, half charging down this hall, goes for a grapple.
Oh well, I mean, I don't think you can reach her because she's 90 feet away.
Well, the griffin has an 80-foot
Yeah, the
flying
griffin
speed.
can move.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
Okay,
The griffin is going, because I know I can't reach
The
her.
griffin's gonna try to grapple her.
He's going to try to grapple her.
Okay. Go ahead and make a
Yeah, I got to pull up her
strength check
I
for the.
got to pull up her stats real quick. Uh, 23.
Okay. Yeah, grabs her.
And then I want her to attempt to pin her.
Well, grapple just makes it so they can't move, so her movement speed is reduced to 0.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, okay, question then. I guess it has a multi-attack, so does it get to attack
Yeah,
with the grapple?
Yeah, I could still attack her. She just can't move. But
Okay,
she's not
so-
restrained, so it's not an advantage. It literally just makes it so she can't move.
Well, can it restrain her?
No.
It
Not unless
can't,
it's a special-
unless it has that
yeah, like
thing that
that's-
lets
yeah.
it restrain. Okay. So yeah, so she'll basically grapple and make a bite attack.
Okay.
17 plus 6, 23.
Okay, that hits.
So D4 plus 4. Ooh, max damage, 12 damage.
All right. I'm assuming that the griffin is considered a magical attack since it's a magical item that turns into.
You know, I wondered that before, and unless I misread the item,
Or is it just a regular creature?
As far as I know, it becomes a griffin. So
Okay,
it's a
so it's just a regular
standard-
griffin.
Yeah.
Yes, because griffins are common.
Yep. Well, I mean, but
Yeah, I
not
know.
magical.
Mm,
It actually says in the monster manual when a creature has magical attacks. It'll say its attacks count as magical.
Yeah, hers. The standard griffin doesn't have anything about that, and the griffin figurine does not have anything about that.
Okay.
Oh, and actually, I guess I could have basically thrown the figurine right at her feet because I can throw it up to, or I can summon it up to 60 feet away. So yeah. Anyway, we're good.
Okay. So that was your turn. So now Thevin.
okay, she's appeared. The griffin charged after her. Boy doesn't seem to be responding to anything, and there doesn't really seem to be any effects whatsoever.
Well, he's waking up. It's just like he's coming out of a bad dream.
Oh,
Seems
continue.
panicked. But I mean, it's all within 6 seconds time, so it takes a while, you know.
Yeah. I think I've done that. No, I had enough. I'm going to move to my 25 to get closer to the hallway.
Okay.
Take a bonus action to dash to get another 25 moves so that I'm further down, so that I'm within range to try to plug her again. with
50
the bow.
feet. Yep. So that's 50 feet down the hallway, so it means you're about 40 feet away.
Still, so it's within normal range. AC 24,
That hits?
and the dragon or the griffin is an ally.
Yep.
$18 points before the damage resistance. So 9 then.
Yep. Alrighty. Okay, it's her turn. She shifts back into the ethereal realm. So, as far as the griffin's concerned, you're concerned, the only one that can see her is Dare. She disappears. And the griffin's just like all of a sudden it's not holding anything anymore. And she walks into a wall.
When it drops ethereal and gets force damage for being pushed out. Because she's not a bright one.
So now you don't see where she is.
Where'd she go?
And that brings us to Dare.
All right. At this point, I'm really again. I'll hold my action for her to or I'll drop protection from good and evil and hold my hold an action at or at her reappearance. I will cast guiding bolt at this creature. Yeah.
Okay, if she reappears, cast Guiding Bolt.
Yeah.
Do you come down the hall with us?
Yeah, I'm moving towards you guys. Yeah. So yeah, I move down the hall, and then I prepare. All right.
Okay.
That's it for me.
Alrighty. Back to Rom.
I think me and Segura just hold attacks because, I mean, we have no way of telling where she is. But I'm also a little paranoid that she's just gonna walk back to the boy and just, slit his throat while we're not there. So I'll move back down the hall a little ways,
Okay.
back towards Dare, back towards the room. But I'll just move my 30 feet and then hold my attack action.
Okay.
And I'll keep the Griffin up front where we were, kind of patrolling, waiting to do the same thing, to attack.
Okay. That brings us back to Fevin.
Well, she disappeared. I'll take my double move, get back to the boy, and try to rouse him some more.
Okay.
Come on, lad, you're in a bad spot. Don't make me carry you out of here.
Yeah, he's waking up. I mean, it seems like he's just like, oh yeah, oh god. What? He seems like he's weakened a lot.
Okay.
And now would be the Hag's turn. You don't see her. Back to Dare.
Again, continue holding my action.
Okay. Where are you? You're like.
And moving up closer. So I'm trying to keep with the group.
Okay, so are you staying back toward her room?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, back to Rom. Followed by Seven.
Yeah, I'm just holding until we see her again, staying with everybody else.
Are you all like in the room or just outside of it, or? He's in the room. Seven is.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll kind of just stand guard outside the room like I had been before.
Okay. Which way are you facing, Dare?
I'm facing towards the kid.
Okay. Okay. It's now your turn.
Okay. I still don't see her?
Not facing towards the kid.
Alright, well, I'll take the opportunity to look around.
Okay.
And move towards the kid.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Alright. Let's see, 14 plus 18 total.
All right, you actually see her hiding in the shadows right next to you.
Okay, like actually there.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess at that point, I mean, technically it's not a reaction since it's on my turn, so, and it doesn't matter anyway. So yeah, I'll fire off a guiding,
You just
bolt.
barely saw her, by the way.
Alright. Back my rolls. That's gonna miss. Like 4.
Yeah.
Oh,
that misses.
13. So at least it's only a level 1. Let's see. But yeah, I go. Well, crap.
Don't worry, she just surprised you, is all.
Yeah. It's like, oh. And I, pop back, jump back and point her out. And that'll be it for my turn.
Okay.
I'll move towards the kid, and so I'm kind of behind our.
All right. She takes an attack of opportunity against you then.
That's fine.
16.
Does not beat my 17. Yay!
I
Staff of
rolled low.
defense.
So lucky. So she like swings out this clawed hand
I'm
at
just
you.
like, ugh! And fucking back off.
All right, back to Rob.
He's a little creepy.
Hearing the commotion, I turn, swing back into the room, and do I see her since she came out to make an attack on him?
Yeah, now you see her.
Okay,
She's outside the room. About
I go
20
for
feet
my.
away from you.
I'll do the booming blade plus bonus attack.
Okay.
So. Hold on, math. 17 to hit. Does that hit?
Just barely.
Okay. So. So 15 damage.
Alrighty.
And she's booming bladed, which I don't know if she. I don't know how that works with the etherealness because
As long as she doesn't physically move from her spot, it wouldn't matter. Like if she's shifting planes after she moves, it would hurt her.
okay, so then I'll make my second attack.
Okay.
Which I'm guessing misses as a natural 2,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
11. But I will take. Nope. That uses my bonus action.
Okay.
So.
Alrighty. Well, that brings us back to Thevin.
So she's back more in the room now. Yeah.
No, she's like 20 feet outside the room. She attacked Dare just outside the room or 20 feet from you, basically, but just out a little bit outside the room, probably 15 feet outside the room, 5 feet from where Dare was, 10 feet outside the room.
So I could close the distance in just my normal move action.
Yeah,
Just barely.
just barely.
I'll do so. And try to stab her.
Okay.
Oh, so close. AC 26.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Woo! The one bad die. It rolled a 4. All 4 other dice rolled maximum.
Jeez.
So 18 plus 8 is 26, 34 points of damage.
Oh, you killed
And
her.
it's magic.
You killed her by 2 hit points.
Nice.
Fuck!
And she was going to escape the next turn.
Straight through the
That's a
heart.
lot of damage.
And as she falls over dead, the booming blade activates and her body goes.
She just kind of, you like shove
ragdolls
the,
across the room. Like
you
a
like
video.
shove your scimitar into her, or rapier, right? Is that what you have?
Rapier.
Yeah. You shove your rapier like straight into her heart, and she just kind of like looks at you with this like confused look, like this wasn't supposed to happen, and then just falls over almost onto you.
I will be evasive and not let that happen. I do not need purple ugly women on me.
I rolled crappy for like everything I did for her. I hate that.
Purple attractive women
Did
is
better
a
with the
different matter.
frog than she is. Anyway.
I will rummage through her pockets.
There's nothing really in her pockets. But do you want to search her? Feel free to, now
Yeah.
that she's dead, feel
Yes.
free to search her Her
And
house.
Yeah,
take care of the boy.
yeah. Let's. We should go.
I'll search. You take care of the boy.
Well, how about I assist you in searching, and then we'll take care of the
Fine.
boy.
I just kind of shrug and I'm just like,
Okay.
anyone know what that was?
An ugly purple woman.
Yeah, that's about all I know.
You guys did a lot of damage to her quick.
Ghost? Maybe? I don't know.
I don't think she was a ghost.
Should I say what it was out of character?
Sure.
Out of character. Night hag. Very nasty.
Yeah, I knew what it was out of character.
Yeah, you guys did
Yeah.
very well against it, though.
was
Perception.
She was about to plane shift away and just be done. What was your perception?
15.
With advantage, because I'm helping you.
Oh.
And also because guidance.
A little late on that one, but okay.
3. Just by default, assume I'm going to be using guidance.
If you have the opportunity to
If
do
I
so.
have the ability to. And outside of
Alright.
combat, yes.
24.
All right, you notice a very cleverly hidden. It looks like a little panel in the wall that looked like it was just a big stone block, but to your keen eyes and dwarven sensibilities, you don't think that.
This is horrible masonry.
Yeah, exactly. It was really well hidden, though.
Oi. Maybe I should go back down here and practice my old craft. Yeah. Searching for traps and the like.
Okay, go for it.
With guidance. Yes.
With guidance 1.
Oh, Matt. Yeah, I was gonna mention that. So.
Natural
So-
20.
Oh, nice.
Oh, well,
yeah.
you didn't,
You know,
my
it's
guidance
not traps.
helps. I've decided.
No traps.
No traps.
Alright, I'll try to figure out how to open it.
All right. I mean, with that roll, you do figure it out. It's just it has like a clever little mechanism that it pops it open. It's like another stone nearby that seems to like pop it out a little bit when you press it, and then you're able to get your fingers in it and pull it open.
Yeah. 2 bits. Knock out 2 bits on it. It opens up.
And you see that she's got quite the little collection of treasure she's been
Oi, she's been busy. Come here.
gathering.
Well, it's a big city. It doesn't surprise me that people have gone missing and nobody's noticed.
What were you gonna say though, Cam? That you were laughing about?
Nothing. I'll tell you after we're done.
Okay.
I just remembered something.
Yeah,
Do I
there's a
happen to
lot of treasure in that hole.
Well, out of character curiosity, do we see her since she is a night hag? Don't they have the heart stones or whatever?
Oh, actually, she would have that on her body. Yes. So that is the one thing she was carrying was the Heartstone, which is what allowed her to go to Ethereal.
Gotcha.
It's not very clear on whether that's something you can get or not, and that works for
Yeah,
you.
I was.
I would assume that unless it's like something that's like usable, it's not an item that seems like you can use though. It almost seems like it's like a hag thing.
Yeah. Because they have their heartstone and what is it up? Their bag.
Soul bag. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the soul bag specifically says it can't be used by anyone except for the
Yeah.
hag that uses it. But they're
So
both
what-
craft. They it says she must craft for herself. So yeah. So apparently it's just something hags can use.
Okay. I would take it as a
Trophy.
trophy. Yeah.
You don't want to do
but in this-
taxidermy on a purple ugly woman's head? Yeah. Okay.
Well, I don't have
can
I don't
understand.
have any extra bags or anything with me right now. I'm literally in armor in my weapon, and I got a couple potions. That's about it.
So, when we look at it, what am I seeing here?
Of what's in here?
Yeah.
In
Do
the
we
it,
like find the ring? Well, let me put it this way: is it immediately obvious that like the signet ring is in here or something?
there's a lot of stuff in here.
All right.
There's 500 copper pieces, 10,000 silver pieces.
Oh my good. Wow. That's a big container.
Yeah, 2,200 gold pieces, 110 platinum, a small mirror with a wooden frame, 3 carved bone statuettes that look like they're other hags,
The
and an embroidered silk handkerchief, a signet ring,
Hmm?
a trident, and a sword.
Like a full-size trident that he just pulled out of this wall.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of space.
And it's about that size, but it
actually.
actually is a. Can I take the entire?
No, it was a good size.
enclosure?
No, it was a big block. It's a good sized block. It's like a 2 by 2 foot block that goes into a good sized hole behind it.
That's a
Goodness.
lot of money.
Yeah.
See, here's my problem with D&D is you have a guy like Matt who rolls the treasure randomly, and which is fine, except that he doesn't think to round the numbers so that the money values are easily divisible.
No, that's half
Kind
the
of
fun.
like it naturally would be.
Right, exactly.
Why would I make it easy? You guys gotta fight over loot.
I don't fight over loot. I just do bad math.
And by the way, all the small, like the mirror, the carved bone statuettes, and the handkerchief are all worth like 25 gold each. Just to.
Those statuettes are creepy. You can keep those. But can I see that trident?
Well, you could take a look at the trident and the sword.
I will cast Identify on both of them.
We'll take a look at.
Is
the
it a
signet
ritual
ring.
for both?
I'm not ritual casting it. I don't have that. I just cast it.
Oh, okay. The trident. Is a trident of fish command.
What?
You could be Aquaman.
Yeah.
Into the
Okay.
Desert campaign. Found a trident of fish command.
Well, what you could do is you could command all the silverfish to take out someone's library. There we go. And that would be creepy.
Yes, it would be.
Those are disgusting dogs.
Yeah, they somehow managed to get into my house a lot.
And the sword is a +1 longsword.
It's very nice, but it's not very good for sticking. And as you can see, I'm rather good at it.
Yeah.
You can always sell it.
This is true.
Not an easy thing to move, but I think I could find some people that might take it. And most importantly, the signet ring.
Yeah, the thing we were originally down here for.
Is it the signet ring that we were looking for?
Yes. As far as you, I mean, it is a signet ring. It looks like the one he described.
All right, let's attend to the boy. Give him his boot after we wash it out. And Get out of here.
Sounds good to me. We can drop this thing off and go get paid. As if this wasn't payment enough.
Are you?
Which you?
Who's holding what? By the way, are you Did you grab everything, like the weapons, the?
I've got the weapons in my hands right now.
Okay.
And if you'll let me take the Heartstone as a trophy, I'll have the Heartstone.
Yeah, you can.
And I will post the gold breakdown in the Discord like we've been doing.
Sounds fair to me.
Real quick, Matt. 110 platinum.
Yeah.
2,200 gold.
Yeah.
10,000 silver.
Yeah.
5,000 copper.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? No Electrum?
Nope.
The overlooked money. Mainly because it doesn't exist as a metal.
Okay. So let's finish this job.
Yeah, you know, I'm not particularly keen on these hag statuettes either.
I just kind of shrug and was like, I'll sell them.
All right.
How many were there again?
3.
Like, 3, okay. So they're each worth 25 gold. I'll add that to my notes of.
Yeah. I can carry a fair bit, but let's get out of here. We need to get the boy up.
Well, the
What?
task was to deliver it too.
Yeah, so we got to take it.
All right. Corin, is it?
Yes, that's me. How do you know my name?
Burrow sent us to find you.
Oh, okay. I don't feel good.
I can understand. What happened? Were you attacked by a frog?
Yeah, it swallowed me.
Well,
And then she's been
news.
tormenting me with horrible nightmares.
I take the at this point it's just like, well, this may help. And I just burn another first level spell slot. And cast Cure Wounds.
Did you see the text I sent you, Cam?
I did.
And we are up 10 HP.
You know, that trident of fish command is a little misleading because the actual spell description is it allows you as an action to spend a charge to cast Dominate Beast.
Yeah. It's not just fish, necessarily.
That has on a beast that has an innate swimming speed.
Oh, okay.
Don't we all have innate swimming?
No, it's
No.
something that specifically says
Okay.
swim speed. Yeah.
So what you're saying is
in our other campaign,
I could have a megalodon to ride on.
Or a pet crocodile.
Yeah,
Fuck
if
that thing.
Maybe that's how it got down there. She
or
told it to.
you could have had a giant frog.
Yeah.
Hey guys, yeah.
Did you
I
look up
killed
what that meant? What I
Who,
sent
me?
Yeah, what I
The
sent you.
Sword? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically Rom takes the sword and looks at it after he casts Identify on it, and then actually like belts it to his hip.
All right.
So Kid should hopefully not be whining as much, which is counter to our stealth. Yes, that is literally why my character healed the kid.
Okay.
It was like, all right, well, it's time to get back to this. We have this map. Anything you can tell us about the map or route that we should be concerned with that, isn't already dealt with?
That was a surprise to me. This thing. I just want to go home now.
Well, if we can get you back to the road, can you make your way back? Or...
Well, don't you have to go back anyway?
We do, but we're going to deliver the...
Well, that's the way I want to go.
Well, then we can get him back to Burrell.
I'm gonna go with you guys.
Yes, you are. You want some jerky?
Okay.
Have some jerky. You haven't eaten in a while. Piece of bread. Out of character. Burl had asked us to deliver the signet ring all the way,
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that was part of the deal.
but he wasn't concerned about Corin so much.
He wanted to find out where his best courier went.
So we need to go find Lord. I wrote down Lord S because I couldn't remember the last name after he said it.
Intelligence 16.
Did you take notes?
No, but I have an intelligence of 8.
So does Cam. Rom is really smart. He's just kind of clueless sometimes. Rom is one of the smartest motherfuckers in town. And that does raise a question, Matt. Do I actually know, like, the descriptions in this sword? Do I know these things about it?
One communicates with you telepathically, of course it does.
Yeah, it's a sword of vengeance.
Yeah.
So
He got
now
a
I've got a
cursed-
little guy in my set. Hey man,
He's
let's
got a
go kill
cursed
some shit.
item that's like, no, use me. Use this sword. This is way better.
And I see. I should be able to pass a save on that because I know good and well what I'm rocking's better.
Well, you do get to make a save every time you attack something in combat.
Yeah.
I mean,
how much of this do you think I would actually know?
I think you would know. Honestly, I think you would know that it's magical and it's the best sword you've ever had, and you want to use it more than anything else.
Okay.
So you kind of have to see if other people figure it out, kind of thing, out of character. In character, figure it out.
Yeah. Intelligence of 10, intelligence
Now,
of
you
8.
can try to use your other weapon, but they'll notice that it's not doing well.
Okay.
It's interesting, though, isn't it?
Yeah. It's kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, cursed items are always interesting.
Well, but it says, so when you texted me. Okay, so the sword attuned to me automatically.
Yeah.
Okay, because it says when you attune to the sword,
Yeah. Cursed items.
but I didn't attune to it.
No.
It attuned to me.
Yes.
That's different.
Yeah.
It should have to make a DC 17 saving throw against me.
All right.
All right, let's go take this gem or the ring to where it needs to go.
Alrighty. You're not really sure. I mean, like Corn can tell you where to go. I mean, he knows where to go. So he leads you to the person's house.
Yeah, I'll use prestidigitation to clean him up so he's not a nasty mess.
All right. Do you just hand him the ring and let him deliver it then?
Yeah.
All right. He does. The guy's looks like not happy and that it's been so long, but takes it and kind of slams the door in his face.
All right.
Could have gone worse.
Yep.
Well, then, to be fair, you were late.
Oh, that happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
like I just kind of shrug because I would know from my experience that nobles tend to be, well, nobles.
Well, it was a little anticlimactic, but I guess let's go back to Burl and let him know everything's good.
And Cam, I would say, like, play it up. Like, when the vengeance thing happens.
Yeah.
And you just go crazy. Like, you know.
Yes, might I
People will figure it
recommend
out.
getting into a lot of bar brawls.
Yeah.
Instead of picking up the cherry, pull the sword and try to stab him. Alright, and then go back to Burl, I guess.
Alright, so you go back. You find your way back through the city this time, because now you've found the secret way out, essentially, and just, like, walked back in the way you know, rather than trying to take the maze of maps through that.
Yeah, that sounds like a
Dungeon.
very much not planned.
You get back, you go to his place. He's like, "Oh, you guys have been gone for a while. Oh, Corin. Oh, look at the state of you. Go get some rest. What happened?"
Hey. Well, we were accosted by some giant frog thingy. Found his wood. Tried to find its lair and found it. But there was some creepy, purple-skinned, ugly woman.
And I'll pull out the heartstone and be like, she had this on her.
She was rather nasty.
Well, I hope you
Kind of
took care of
elusive.
her.
Oh, yes. And he'll just sort of nod.
Can't have things like that mucking up my business.
Well, hopefully
but,
she won't be a problem anymore.
Well, I might consider it a different route if the sewers have.
Yeah, I'm gonna send some more people down to take a look.
He pauses for a thought. It's. I don't know. They flush purple women often? Yeah. Anyway.
I just kind of shrug. I'm just like, well, that's done.
Yep.
All right. Well, I will be taking a little bit of a break and come back tomorrow morning with my spell slots and and see what else is on the bounty board.
Well, sounds like a plan.
Alrighty.
Be up the spoils.
Yeah, does Burl offer a reimbursement?
A reimbursement for what?
Well, you said he would give us the standard Ashton Sands fare.
Yeah, that was you keeping everything you found other than...
Oh, I thought
I
he
think
meant
so.
he was going to
No,
pay
no.
us on top of that.
No.
A favor
Yeah.
to be redeemed at a later time. Like, say, when people figure out that you have a cursed item on you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Eh.
My dog's looking at me like, you should have let me out. I did let you out, you derpy dog that decided not to go to the bathroom when I let you out. So now you get to
Yeah, I
wait.
gotta go let mine out. They when it was raining, didn't really want to have to clean up the floor after
Oh, yeah.
their wet feet got everywhere.
Alrighty.
So we calling it for the moment.
You want to call it for tonight?
I think so. It's about midnight, so
Alrighty. That's fine.
Good story end.
yeah.
Yeah. You finished a mission.
And the random desert campaign continues.
Yep. I wasn't sure which way you were gonna take. I was kind of hoping that you did end up going up into the Oasis swamp to, on Friday the 13th, fight a zombie wearing a mask and a sword. Just saying.
Yeah, but there aren't any random female dwarves that I can go out into the woods at horribly inappropriate points in time in the campaign, endangering everyone, especially myself.
You never know. It was an oasis. There could have been plenty of dwarves up there pleasure seeking.
This character is a learning experience for me since I'm normally 3/4 offense on mages, because this is like the first party where legitimately the party needs support over any other thing. You got all the damages on the planet, right? In this party, you don't need to worry about that shit. And it's been being interesting because my first inclination is to try to kill things. It's like,
well, and you guys did an insane amount of damage so quickly to that hag. Like, that's why she like etherealed and was trying to like get a better position to get you and keep you away from her stash, and she was going to try to get you with like a magic missile from far away, and then you threw the griffin at her. And you know, so it's just funny. It's fun seeing what you guys do to like stop something from getting it, you know, from getting what they want. And I rolled crappy.
Yeah.
The frog did better.
Frog also died in one fucking round.
Well, and the plan was the frog was actually going to swallow Rom, teleport, because it can do that, and in short distances, the 30 feet or so, and then run back to the hag's lair, and you would have had to fight the frog and the hag at the same time while Rom was in its stomach.
Well, as soon as you said it ate me and was
Yeah.
gonna or whatever, I thought I'm gonna cast, even if it hurts me, I'm gonna cast Shatter from the inside
Nice.
and basically try to explode it. But then he comes up and fucking triple damage sneak attacks it.
God,
So,
yeah, that was crazy. Like, I was like, what the hell was I supposed to do? He just killed it in one hit. I'm like, ah.
Stop using
And so that
deck.
made the encounter much easier, because it wasn't two creatures, it was 2 on 3. It was 1 on 1, 1 on 1, or 3 to 1, 3 to 1, you know.
Right.
So it made it so it was, because you guys did that, it made it much easier for you to take out both of them.
And here I'm trying to figure out if a swallowed ally counts for my sneak attack. Because
Well,
technically he would be within 5 feet of the enemy that I'm attacking.
and out of character, by the way, that thing is called a banderhob. They're actually
Banderhob.
created by hags to be servants, to do things for them.
Interesting.
Yeah, once it swallows you, it has kind of a cool ability. Once it swallows you, the creature that swallowed is blinded and restrained. It has total cover against attacks and other effects outside the Banderhob, and it takes 3d6 necrotic damage at the start of each of the Banderhob's turns.
Oh shit.
It just didn't get another turn.
But yeah, once the creature inside is reduced to 0 hit points in this way, it stops taking damage and becomes stable. So it's literally a kidnapped frog.
Weird.
And it can regurgitate you at any time.
Nice. Real.
Yeah. So
Real.
hence the clue of the boot.
Yeah.
All right, we should probably split the coinage before we forget.
I already did. I posted it on the Discord.
Oh yeah, that's in.
I basically split everything by 3, took the remainders, converted it all to copper, and that actually came out even, surprisingly.
Who's gonna remember? Oh, there it is.
But yeah, it's, you know, out of the encounters you chose, the one that you chose was the deadliest. And you happened to
Just
split them up
fucking-
and kill them in a way that they didn't get to attack you together, you know?
Yeah.
So, but you can see that frog did a lot of damage.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, almost 30 damage in that one hit, so...
But it was fun.
Yeah.
I didn't know which one you were gonna do. I didn't know what you were gonna. You know, I thought for sure you were gonna go after Jason Voorhees.
That's the one I really wanted to go after.
Well,
And
he was.
if you hadn't have had Burl enter the tavern.
Yeah. Well, and I wanted to give you a fair choice of what you wanted. I really did want to lead you to that, because that would have been like a perfect encounter for Friday the 13th, although it
Yeah.
wouldn't have ended the way you wanted it to. Because, you know, Jason Voorhees is really damn hard to kill.
Yeah.
And I actually did find a homebrew that somebody had made of him, and he's nasty. But I was just going to basically have him toy with you and do, because I mean, he actually has, like, the way they created him, he has teleport and regeneration. So, like, I was just going to have him walk slowly. It was totally going to be a Jason Voorhees moment, walking slowly through the woods. And all of a sudden, he's, like, behind you. And you're like, where the hell did he come from? And then he stabs you with his short sword, a machete.
With your rolls, he stabs at, misses, and then
True.
Yeah.
Well, he had a +10 to hit, so I would have had a good chance of actually hitting you.
as you roll a 6 and miss even me.
I know. I probably would. But at least he would have been, like, probably alive forever. Like, you wouldn't have been able to kill him. He just would have kept regenerating and just, like, messing with you. What the hell's wrong with this thing? And then I would have had you, like, somehow figure out throughout the evening to throw it in the water or something. And
What we need to do is we need to develop intercontinental ballistic missiles and fire them into space.
yes. Wait, that doesn't work either.
That's always the answer.
Jason
And
X.
then we can have him fight against Dracula 3000.
There you go. But yeah, I wasn't going to have it be like a really serious confrontation. It was going to kind of be like, obviously you're fighting like Jason Voorhees on Friday the 13th. And, you know, putting him down for a short amount of time. Till
You know.
sometime later, maybe next year on Friday the 13th, he comes back.
I've never actually watched any of those.
They're ridiculous.
I've always been a Halloween fan. I've like Michael Myers better.
Eh.
I always liked Nightmare on Elm Street when I was a kid. That was the one I liked. And they just got more and more ridiculous. Of course, I also liked Hellraiser because it was creepy as hell.
Yeah, I never liked that one. It freaked me out.
But it did its job.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think I'm about done. So, do you want to wrap it up, Matt?
Maybe I just want to keep talking about random crap on the stream. Okay, anyway.
Well, that's fine. You can. You guys can. I'll see
it's
y'all
fine.
later.
No.
Bye.
Well, I'm glad everyone that watched. I'm glad you watched. glad to have you here. Hope you enjoyed watching us be a bunch of nerdy nerds and play D&D, because that's what we like to do. And hopefully you can join us next time. I don't know. I mean, it'll be 2 weeks from now again. Hopefully we have enough of the original. We can go back to trying to finish up the Phandalin one. If not, we can continue with this group and they can do one of the other missions or something else. Obviously, Jason will not be available because it won't be Friday the 13th, so
Yeah.
that threat will have passed in the time that it took for them to take out the hag.
No, next time we'll fight Jason Mewes.
Yeah.
Oh, Jay and Silent Bob.
Yep. It'll just be some guy quietly following you around the whole time.
Just smoking weed. He doesn't talk much, but he's around here somewhere.
Somewhere around here. Pete and him are good friends. Anyway, so... Anyway, everyone, have a great night. We'll see you next time. Bye.